Okay, weekend's over. It's Sunday. We're done with our canning. I'm going to show you some of the things that we got going on here. We made some pico with cilantro and tomatoes and onions, garlic, all that kind of stuff, jalapenos. We had some leftover. We had quite a bit, actually. Everybody ate so much that they weren't all that hungry by the time we got done. So this morning we decided, this is Sunday morning, we started last night about 2 o'clock-ish on Saturday. Anyway, so we ended up making 6 jars of salsa. All I did was I took the pico and I put it in the blender and we whipped it up and we canned it. So there you go. We added a few more peppers so that'll be pretty warm. This morning we also did sweet dill pickles. Our local garden center, or I guess it's a vegetable stand, they had some really great huge cucumbers, and this is a good wide mouth jar. We really like these. We're excited about these. And again, this isn't even a quarter of what we did because everybody took their share. I usually get left with a little more, so out of 4 or 5 people, everybody took a jar of this, jar of that, so not all of this stuff ended up staying here. Okay, then we come over here, and this is the peach jalapeno jam. Still a little, quite not cured yet, but it's looking really good. We tasted it, we put it over cream cheese, it was awesome. Again, that is a peach jalapeno jam. I'd never done peaches before. It was kind of a pain. You cut a cross in the top and a cross in the bottom, put them in boiling water for a minute, pull them out, put them in ice, and then you just basically skin the peaches. After that, it wasn't all that hard. I'm a big fan of the blender. The recipe said to mash them. It was too much of a pain in the butt. I have a recipe for what I call Slap Joe Daddy hot sauce. So we made a bunch of this. This is actually pretty hot. It's actually hotter than I like, but my dad likes it. Okay. Earlier on, Justin was making some rub. So what we did here was we took a bunch of the rub containers, and you can see he's got cowboy rub, and there's another cowboy rub. What are all the containers? Steak rub, cowboy rub. We took all these containers and we repacked them with the stuff we made from Justin. So this is all the cowboy rub stuff that we made, and then I found an old jar that we just marked it what it was. So we repackaged the rub. I've got, what are these? 4.12 ounce little rub containers. I ended up with 5 of these and probably another, that's 4 ounces, probably 6 ounces more left over. So that's really good. So I ended up with a bunch of rub, and I'm not even really much of a big rub person when it comes to barbecue. Okay, then we come over here. These are the strawberry jalapeno jelly. This came out really good. I'm not a big fan of a lot of pectin in there, so it's a little liquidy. I like it that way. I like it to have to where I can pour it over cream cheese, or I don't tear my bread up, or whatever I'm doing. I usually use that kind of stuff as a marinade. Okay, and then we'll slide this one over. And here we've got, this goes really quick. This is savory tomato basil jelly. I like it for an Italian dish. You take and you put, I get sliced French bread. I get the store pre-sliced. I butter the bottom. Put the jelly on the top. Just pour it over, spread it out. Put it in the oven for about 5 minutes. You're just making toast, but it's a tomato basil jelly to kind of sweeten up a nice Italian dish. Also, you can put it on pork chops. Put it under the skin of chicken before you put it on the grill. You can marinate with it. It's really good. Okay, and here is some other jalapeno jelly that we had made. This is really good, and that gelled up real good. Now you see it settled and it separated a little bit. That's fine. I tell everybody when you get ready to open it up and use it, just stick your butter knife in there and stir it around. Alright, so just what I got to keep, and we did a lot of stuff. I've got 3 jalapeno jellies that I've got left. These are in pint jars. We probably had 10 of them. The savory tomato basil, I've got 1. We probably had 8 of them. Those went pretty quick. The strawberry jalapeno jelly, I did okay on that. I did better on that. Everybody took a small jar. We did a bunch of sample jars. everybody got a sample jar, but I ran out of sample jars on this one pretty quick. Then you come over here and back to my Slap Joe Daddy hot sauce. I had some sample jars, so I got 4 of those. I get to keep these. All of the stuff's going in my pantry. The peach jalapeno went good. A couple of people took some of the pickles, so we did good there. It was really a good learning experience. The rub was really cool. That was awesome. So that's it. We've done a bunch of canning this weekend. Everybody got to hang out. We talked about a bunch of good stuff. And that's the end of that. So it's kind of going to show you what you can do with just stuff that's in your vegetable garden. And that if you've got salsa like this over here that is going to go to waste, put it in the blender, put a little bit of vinegar in it, a 1/4 cup, heat it up, can it real quick. Right now I've got 2 more jars, 2 more of the big quart jars in the processor right now. They're in the water canner. That I found a whole another bowl of tomatoes and peppers and all kinds of stuff. So I just throw it all in the blender because it's going to go bad, and I hate waste. So I've got another 2 quarts of hot sauce coming out that are in there right now. Everybody's gone. I just figured I was cleaning up the fridge and found all this other stuff. So there we have it. Pretty good day, a pretty good weekend. All this is going to go down into my pantry and my food stores, and good stuff. We got some good training done. So I hope you all enjoyed. Appreciate it. Okay. I thought I was recording. Apparently I wasn't. Okay. Here's how you vein out to pull the seeds out of the jalapenos. I just use a spoon. Drag them out. Throw them back in the bowl. Start at the tip end. Just work your way that direction. And I'm saving the seeds and the stem and the veins because I'll basically just throw it in the garden as a mulch or whatever. The chickens will eat it, which hopefully spices up my chicken eggs. But we also we're going to throw some of the seeds back into some of the jellies and salsas that we're making to give it a little bit of heat. We've got a couple of different recipes going on today, and I'll be throwing those on YouTube too and showing everybody that. Just get as much as you can out. Don't really stress over it. Whatever you don't get out, it's just going to add a little bit of heat. And that's it. That's how that works. Okay? All right, here we go. These are the seeds and the veins that came out of all those jalapenos. And then I just rinse them. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Look at them. Got some reds and some greens and a couple purples in here. I just rinse them, soak them in water a little bit. We're not quite ready for them, but just try to get maybe a little bit of the heat out. My lips are burning and I didn't even eat anything. The gas coming off these things is incredible. So we're going to let those soak for a little bit, and then those are going in jelly and salsa and all kinds of stuff. So there's that. We got that prepped. So there we go. All right, here's Melba's new apple peeler. She's highly excited about it. And how many pounds of apples did you do?
I don't know, I just did 20 apples.
20 Granny Smith apples. There's the leftovers. Now, we got a bag here. We're saving the peels. We're going to try to make pectin. So that's going to be another experiment we're going to try today. And we are making what, Melba?
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Pie. I love pie.
Nothing's more American than pie.
That's right. And then we got some cheese and some crackers and some wine.
As American pie goes
beer.
through my head. Yeah.
Alright, this is the strawberry jalapeno jelly we're working on over here. And what I'm doing is, I'm going to start out with my sampler jars. Okay. Let me see if I can do this and get it up right. There we go. Pull a little jar out. Go this way. We're going to set it down. Got my ladle in here. Got all my ingredients in there, my pectin, my sugar, all that. Now, some people really worry about the foam. I don't worry too much about the foam because I don't have time to wait around for it. What I do is I just go ahead and get my 1/8 inch head spacing instead of a 1/4 inch. And the reason I do that is because the foam will come out. Okay, then I come this way, grab my little magnet, got my pan in the back here that's got my lids. There's my little sterilized lid. bring it over here, put it in there. Come back over here. Okay, now I got no jelly on the side, so we're good. Drop that over. This jar's hot. Just snug. That's it. You don't want it tight. There you go, just snug. I'm gonna grab it back again. I'm gonna come this way. I'm gonna put it back in the water canner. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. I'm gonna grab the next jar, and we're just gonna keep going. And this is strawberry with a couple of jalapenos in it, and that's what we're doing. And there it is, and it's off.